Hi everyone, this is Sister Anne. I want to report God's news today, December 23rd, 2020. So Venezuela's economic meltdown due to the Venezuela's authoritative government and their president now, Maduro, and his corruption. You know, we're seeing a lot of what happened in Venezuela happen here. They were very prosperous with oil, and they were God-fearing people, worship God, and then they turned their back on God, and this president and the prior one was very authoritative and very money laundering, corrupt, involved in gangs, and so um, the people are starving, because this is what happens when we turn our back on the true creator. Now, God's intercession here recently was beautiful. Gold jewelry began washing up on the beaches of Venezuela since late September. The search has turned up hundreds of pieces of gold and silver jewelry, ornaments, and golden nuggets that washed up on the shore. Uh, each one have been sold their discovery for as much as 1,500. The people are selling each piece and buying, of course, food because they've been without food. Um, one of the gold chains indicated the gold piece was 18 carats. They sold the objects to buy food. Okay, so one of the gold chains had a picture of the Mother Mary, and each of these were above 18 carats. So this was a true miracle that God is showing that He provides for His people when they turn to Him and pray. And so this is giving the Venezuela people food, money, and miracles. So even the church in America has a big possibility of having to go underground. That's my research. Just like China had to go underground there in 2018, the Chinese churches. It's looking that way again because the true church, the Holy Spirit filled believers, are being attacked, or they're being fought against, they're being persecuted in America. They're being thrown out of their jobs, out of places of school, out of places of worship. And so we're looking to go in each other's houses and form groups, and possibly form underground in America. Now, and then I'm going to move on to the NBA news. The NBA has made contracts with the devil and worldly mob men. God's plan of the NBA was that there would be revivals and stadiums. However, the NBA has led worldly, idolatrous lives, idol worship, worshipers of self and others. LeBron James doesn't look like he has grieved at all since Kobe's death on January 26, 2020. But he's now calling himself the greatest, and he's making $480 million. Okay, and Trump. Oh, I'm gonna jump down to we're talking about the NBA now. So, and we know that the NBA was created by James Naismith, who invented basketball in 1891. A Christian gym teacher, he was teaching young men's Christian basketball. He was teaching this as a way of taking Christianity to the whole world, and as missionaries. And so he came up with basketball. Um, and the NBA average cost of a game when it first began in the 1800s was $7. And each individual player has made about $13,000 salary. And now in our world today, the average NBA game is 96.57 cents dollars a game, with tickets going up to $3,600 or more. And they make individually $7.7 million, and that's before uh, uh, I mean, that is not including their clothing line or their franchise line. So this is what God means when he says that people have made covenants with the devil and with men that are completely forbade. God is a covenant God, and we have a covenant with God since the beginning, an agreement, a contract. And so the devil has twisted that, and people have been snared. They have been fell right into his trap. And so if you have made a covenant with God, or I mean, sorry, with the devil